How many of you, when you were your daughter's age, felt empowered in your life? So we've got about 4 or 5 hands, which tells me that you want something different for your girls, right? You want them to feel even more empowered than you felt. We're scanning our environment and we're trying to figure out, how can I be who I think I'm supposed to be so I can belong here? That is not always in line with listening to yourself. Also, we live in a time that's super, super busy, right? I mean, I think that's one of the top things that I'm coaching girls on is the overwhelm and the stress and the anxiety and how much is on their plate. It's very difficult to listen to yourself when you are constantly doing and doing and doing, and there's not a lot of time for being. And she starts crying, and she cries and bawls the whole way. I said, well, how did you feel when you got to Chick-fil-A? She said, I felt better. I said, well, how long was the drive? 10 minutes. I said, you cried for 10 minutes. Did you think that it was going to last a lot longer than 10 minutes? She was like, yeah. I thought it was going to be like 2 hours. It's hard to be empowered and to move forward with what you want to create and who you want to be when you're trying so hard to stuff down feelings that you don't want to feel. So when they allow themselves to feel that and we create the space for them to feel it, they get to experience, I can manage that. I'm strong enough to feel those feelings that come out the other side. We know that teenagers are separating and individuating from parents because they're supposed to in order to be successful adults and not ask you to do their laundry till they're 15. One of the ways they do that is they clumsily are constantly in their own way saying, I'm not like you. I am not like you. Don't ask me to be like you. We want to give them opportunities to separate. What we can do is we can expose them to other females, other girls, other women that are different from us, that might give them opportunity to look around and say, yeah, I want to be kind of like that, or I like that about that woman. Oh, I didn't know women could do that job, or wow, look at that passion that she's got. I want to try that out. So we want to encourage our girls also to speak of their passions, their sparks, their strengths. Girls are really good about talking about the negatives about themselves and bonding over them together. We want to have them practice at home, starting where it's safe, to be able to say, yeah, I actually am pretty good at algebra. I'm kind of smart when it comes to math. And for them to be comfortable with that. Youth are not vessels to be filled, but fires to be lit. How great is that? Do you feel like you have some fires in your house?